Hello my friends, Dowellzrul here, and welcome back to another combo video, and today we have the Raidraptors. Now, the Raidraptors are an interesting case for my decks, and in that the combos are essentially just the same thing. It's just the cards that are used are different. And what I mean by that is, basically all the combos that I could possibly show you result in an Ultimate Falcon. And that's kind of boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change up the status quo for this for this combo video, my bad. I'm going to show you my 5 and 6 card hands first, before I show you the different combos. And I want to see if you guys can see what I mean by they're just different iterations of the same thing. So we're going to start with 5 cards hands first. Sorry, I should probably show you the hands. So, what we have is a Swallow's Nest, a Double Doom Force, Singing Lanius, Fuzzy Lanius, and Skip Force. Let me scrunch this up so you could actually see it. And this isn't actually that bad of a hand. Really, anything with 2 Raidraptors is not that bad of a hand. But we also happen to get fortunate enough to get a rank up spell on our first hand. So what we're going to do with this hand is... So we're going to normal summon the Fuzzy Lanius. We're unfortunately not going to get to Link Summon this turn, because we have to use Fuzzy's effect, but that's okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to Swallow's Nest to Fuzzy Lanius, and then that will let us special summon any winged beast from our deck with the same level. So, what you want is your Tribute Lanius. Now, the reason we did that is now... actually, I don't think. We don't have to use Fuzzy right now, because all it will do is give us another Fuzzy. But if we don't use Fuzzy, we have the potential to summon out the Dermidol. But what I think is that we're going to use the Fuzzy, just because card advantage. So, next, Tribute Lanius' effect will let you send 1 Raidraptor from your deck to the grave, because it was special summoned this turn. So, I will send Mimicry to the graveyard. I'm going to put the graveyard slightly over. Alright, there you go. Then I'm going to banish the Mimicry. Mimicry will search 1 Raidraptor, and what we're gonna do is search for Booster Strikes. Next, I'm going to special summon the Raidraptor Fuzzy Lanius, because we control a Raidraptor. And then we're going to use these two to Z-summon the Raidraptor Force Strix. Then we're going to use the effect of Force Strix, detaching the Tribute Lanius, and search for a Raidraptor. And this time we're going to search for Raidraptor Vanishing Lanius. Alrighty. Next, we're going to set 1 card. We're going to set that Doom Double Force, and we're going to we're probably just going to sit on this. Now, the reason we're doing this is because if they swing in with a big monster that we want to Booster Strix, we can Booster Strix. But what we could also do is Doom Double Force if we wanted to. And what this does, if your Force Strix was destroyed by battle, you can double its rank. Special it back and double its rank into Satellite Cannon. And Satellite Cannon will nuke their back row. Now, we could also summon the Singing Lanius to give it a boost of 500 attack, 500 attack and defense, but I wanted to hold the Singing Lanius, so I have a Z-summon for next turn. So, now, we're going to shuffle it back up, and do 1 more 5-card hand. One, two, 3, 4, Alrighty. So this isn't that bad. So what we're going to do first is... Oh, I just hit the camera. Whoops. So what we're going to do first is we're going to Foolish Burial. And what we're going to burial is a Mimicry. So that way we can banish the Mimicry. And search. So what we're going to do is we're going to search... Vanishing Lanius. Yeah. We're gonna search... yeah, we can search Vanishing. Then, what we're gonna do is we're going to normal the Vanishing. Vanishing will use the effect, especially the Mimicry. And then we're gonna activate our Nest. Now, what Nest does is it's gonna let us add a Raidraptor card from my deck to our hand, which will be... Call. Oh. Add a Raidraptor monster. I know how to play this deck, trust me. Alright, so we're going to add Lastrix. The reason we're adding Lastrix is, again, another second turn play. So, what we're going to do, this is a very similar one to before with the... So we're going to summon out the Forstrix, then we're going to detach Vanishing for a search. This time we're going to search the Booster Strix off of the Forstrix. Now the reason we wanted to do that is because Forstrix can only search level 4 winged beasts, while Nest can search any Raidraptor monster. So we wanted to search the Lastrix because it's level 1. Now, this time we are going to special the Singing and set 1 card. And that will be the turn. So, obviously going first, this deck isn't amazing, and it's not the best going second either, but it's definitely better going second, because it can definitely use the 6th card. Really, this deck was, somewhat crippled by the Master Rule 4, because of just the fact that even though it ranks up, it benefited off of having 3 Forstrix out at once. So, unless we get like a Raidraptor Link monster, I don't see this deck being all that amazing anytime soon. I'm noticing a trend with the very similar hands. We had our one of Double Doom like 3 times in a row. So I guess we'll just roll with it. So what we're gonna do here is, yeah, I don't know. We can't really do anything with this. So I'm just gonna cheat and reshuffle because we have that Double Doom like 3 times in a row. Don't mind me, but just... Okay, we can work with this. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to Singing Lanius. Then we're going to Cattle Call the Singing. That will let us summon out... We have 2 Rank Up spells, alright? So what we're going to do is Cattle Call into the Revolution Falcon. Now, Revo doesn't do anything right now, but we can Astral's Force it and rank it up into the rank 8 Satellite Cannon Falcon. And Satellite Cannon nukes your opponent's back row. Then, you can rank up your Satellite Cannon into the Ultimate Falcon. Yeah, that would be the play. You could special summon the Singing if you want to. It's not necessary. And, yep. Now, you could... nah. I'm thinking you could technically link off these 2 into your Dermadol and then Shave Force half of your life points away for bring back the Satellite and summon out another Ultimate. But I don't believe that would be worth it at the moment. I would for that, you should wait till next turn for it. So you could either save the singing for it until next turn, or you could just leave the singing out there as an extra wall in case they get over your 3,500 beat stick. Alrighty, so that was we're going to count that as our first 6-card hand, mostly because we drew that Dune Devil Force 3 times in a row. So we're going to shuffle it back up. Alright, get rid of these, and here we go. Booster, Last Strix, Vanishing, Astrals, Singing, and Tribute. So this one isn't actually that bad. The biggest problem with it is we can only use one part of our hand at once. If you want to use Last Strix to get your Ultimate Falcon, then we can't use the rest of the stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're going to normal the Vanishing. Vanishing will special Tribute. Tribute's effect will activate, sending Mimicry to the graveyard. Then we're going to banish Mimicry and search. Mimicry searches any Raidraptor card, so you are allowed to search Raidraptor Call. Now we're going to activate Call on Vanishing Lanius. Now the reason you want to do this is because Vanishing Lanius because Call doesn't negate the effects of the monster it summons. So you special the Vanishing, and the Vanishing's effect will let you special summon the Last Strix. Now, the reason you want to do all this is because you could tribute the Last Strix off and special summon your rank 8 Satellite Cannon. And then you can Astral's Force. Okay. Sorry. Whoops. We good? Whoops. Okay. So you could now you could Astral's Force the Satellite Cannon for the Ultimate Falcon. And then you have a Tribute Lanius, Vanishing, 2 Vanishings, actually, and the Ultimate Falcon, along with a Singing as a back wall. Now, this is one of the best boards that the deck can make. Obviously, you can make the Link monster and go into 2 Ultimate Falcons, but that rarely happens. And you kind of just have your booster in hand, and you're using basically these to bait out of the booster. So you can booster them. It's nothing amazing. But if you saw throughout that, basically if you have the Last Strix and a rank up magic card, or your Cattle Call and a rank up magic card, or your Cattle Call, a Raidraptor, and then rank up magic card, or your Swallow's Nest, Raidraptor, and a rank up magic. You can go into your Ultimate Falcon fairly easily. And it's basically the deck. You just go into it's Ultimate Falcon Turbo, basically. So that is, with that out of the way. Yeah, because the reason being is Last Strix can tribute himself for any Raidraptor monster in the extra deck. Cattle Call lets you tribute any monster, any beast, winged beast, or a beast warrior, and then special summon a monster from the extra deck of the same type. So this is basically extra copies of your Last Strix. And then Swallow's Nest, what that lets you do is it lets you search your it just basically lets you search your Vanishing or your Tribute, and then then if you have your Last Strix in your hand, you search Vanishing, special Vanishing, and then special the Last Strix out of your hand. So it's basically, if you summon having Last Strix is really important to the deck, and it's the easiest way to get out your Ultimate Falcon, and that's essentially what all the combos are. There's just different variations of getting out Last Strix and summoning out and ranking up into your Ultimate Falcon. Well, with that, I hope you liked the combo video. I hope it gave you a little more insight into the deck. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that wonderful YouTube stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.